If you're right here on the street of YouTube and you're on your monetization journey, or you just need a domiciliary account for any other international business transaction, then this video is for you. This account that I opened, I actually opened it with zero deposit. I didn't have to deposit any money or any dollar at all into the account. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the bank that I used, the documents that I actually took to the bank, and every other process that made it less stressful for me. Hello dressmakers and friends, welcome again on the channel. It's another video where I share with you my monetization journey, and part of it is opening a domiciliary account. It's not that you can't use your Nigeria account for your YouTube channel, but it's just that you get a better transaction rate if you get to link your dollar account to the Adsense payment, so that way you get to withdraw your dollar and then you can just go do the transaction outside the bank. Like, you understand what I'm saying, the black market thing. All right, so now I just got back from the bank and I thought, okay, let me film the process. Let me share with you how I all went about it. And if you've been following my monetization journey, you will know that recently the channel just hit the monetization threshold, and now it's in the process of hitting the payment threshold. The payment threshold is when you get $10 in your Adsense account, and then that's where you can proceed with the other means of registration and then getting paid, like verifying your personal information, like submitting your tax form, like all of the things that you just need to do, all right, so that you can get the actual money, getting your AdSense pin and all of that. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all that I went through in the process of getting the domiciliary accounts. Now, the account that I actually went ahead to get, I actually used the GT Bank account. Now, if you're in Nigeria, you know that there are so many banks. I do not work with any bank, but I already have a personal account with the Guarantee Trust Bank before I actually went ahead to open a dollar account. Okay, so I'm going to advise you that you should actually go for a bank that you already have the account. That way, it's going to be easy. However, if you just want to go about with a new bank entirely, I'm going to suggest Bank, because I think that bank is one of like they are a bit smarter than all other banks. I stand to be corrected. If you think that there are other banks that are better than the GT Bank that I opened, please let me know in the comments so that every other person can know as well. But I'm just sharing this with you because I also opened the GT Bank account and I feel okay. Let me share. All right. So now let's go right into the entire process. So the first thing that I did is either I went to the bank. I just didn't want this to be really stressful for me, and that's why I'm sharing with you. If you can follow this process that I followed, it will be less stressful for you. So I went to the bank first of all, and I went ahead to get inquiry. So that day was just for me in my mind. I knew that this was the day that I am just going to make inquiry. I'm not going for anything spectacular. Like, I don't want to go and open the bank that same day. Like, I don't want to go and open the account that same day. So I went there, I asked the officials, what do I need to open a dollar account? So they gave me the list of everything I need. They asked me, do I have a bank accounts with them before, and I said yes. So, and I knew that on my bank account so many things needs to be updated. I've changed my address, and even the passport that was on that account was I opened that account when I was so much younger. So so I just had to say okay. I got all of the information, then I updated all the things that I feel needs to be updated on that account. So after that, you need some documents. So these are the documents that you are going to need. For you to open a domiciliary account, you will need your NIN, verified NIN. Make sure that your NIN is working perfectly. Verified NIN, make sure that your NIN is good. And then you also need your utility bill. That's another reason why I had to like go and update my information, because I've also changed address. All right. So because of marriage, my address have changed. So I had to update that first. So you need to go with the utility bill of where you live as well as the NIN slip. Also, at the bank, they are going to give you two reference form. It has to be people that know you very well, people that can stick their neck out for you, if you understand what I mean. So they are going to give you two forms for such people, and then the two forms that are going to give you for your reference form, the two people have to be current accounts, and it has to be with the same bank you want to open or with any other bank. And the account should not be a salary account. So some people have current account but a salary account. Those accounts, those people cannot actually sign the reference form for you. So now you know that it has to be people with current accounts. It has to be people with um it could be GT Bank, just like in my own case, and it could be other bank. As long as it's current account and as long as it is not a salary account, then you are actually good to go. So after that, they are going to give you like another form which is going to carry all of your information. So this form, you are going to fill your name and every other thing that is expected when you're opening any account, and then the two forms, and then the utility bill, as well as your NIN slip. You are going to take a copy with you and make sure that all of these forms are well filled. Make sure that the people that are filling the reference form for you, even after they fill it, take a look at it. Make sure that they have filled everything, so that it's not that you will now get to the bank and then you now realize that something is not right. Then you have to get another form. Then you have to go and look for another reference. Okay, so do you understand that part? Okay, now these are everything that I actually did. And once I got that form and I got all of the signatures to the reference and I've gotten my utility bill, now I took it to the bank, which was today. And this is the reason why I'm filming this, because everything is like fresh in my memory. So I can easily tell you how I went about it. So I got there. You just have to give the bank officials everything. Just give them everything as it is, and they're going to do some check. They're going to tell you to, yeah, use a code so that they can confirm if the NIN is valid. And after they get the validity of the NIN, they just have to do their all their bank verification. So they will do all of that verification. And once everything looks good, they are going to now move it to the next step. Now, the next step, you don't really have much control. You don't have any control over that next step. That next step is the step where they're going to carry all of the documents that has to do with the dollar account that you want to open, and they have to send it to your account officer. Now, this is not within your power, because you don't know how long it's going to take the account officer to work on it, to endorse it, and all of those things. But as long as you have gotten all of those documents right, you have submitted it, the bank official has confirmed that everything looks okay. All you need to do is go home, sit and wait until the endorsement from the account officer, and then they are going to send all of the information of that account to you. And that's all that is about opening that account. Please note also that I am saying it that I open a GT Bank account. You can actually help us in the comment if you have opened another account that seems smarter and faster. Please drop it in the comments so that every other person can know as well. And also, if you are wondering which bank to go for, I would advise make inquiry about your bank, the bank which you have personal bank accounts with, and then once you can get a good report about that bank, you can go ahead to use that bank. You don't necessarily have to go to use GT Bank, like I have said already. So this is asked about it. Also note that you have to hit the $10 threshold before you can like move to the next stage of monetization. And this is all about it on how to open a domiciliary account in Nigeria. That's it about this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Have you opened a domiciliary account before? Do you have a dollar account? Do you have an account that you can actually advise subscribers right here to go for? Please drop that in the comment section, and I'm going to see you in the next tutorial. Bye.